Hi, G. Murray Thomas here, talking about caring for people with dementia. When you're caring for people with dementia, certain things will happen which seem to epitomize the situation, the challenges of dementia. I will relate a few of those. For this first one, I have to point out that my mother, in addition to dementia, had a variety of physical ailments, which meant she was often in pain. Just how much pain was hard to tell. It seemed that sometimes she exaggerated her pain, and then other times, for example, if she had a doctor's office, oh, it's just a little discomfort. So this incident illustrates that. This is July 22nd, 2018. My mother was in pain, in a bad mood all day. Kept complaining about weakness and being tired. Constantly asked for help, but got upset when it wasn't instantly offered, even when she was unclear about what she wanted or needed. Came to a climax when she wanted to go to bed, but didn't have the strength to get out of her chair. I finally put her in her wheelchair and pushed her into the bedroom. Half an hour later, she trotted back into the kitchen looking for a cookie. This episode is from April 4th, 2019. I came home from a dentist appointment, and my father greeted me with one word: disaster. The lid to the soup pot had exploded. There's a mound of broken glass on the stove. He said it had been on the pot while he heated the soup and had leapt in the air and shattered. This seemed unlikely, so I did some detective work. It looked like he had turned on the wrong burner. We had a glass-top stove, so it could be difficult to tell which burner was on. He then set the lid on that burner while he worked on the soup. When the soup didn't heat up, he cranked the burner higher until the lid exploded. Even though there didn't appear any glass in the soup, we tossed it and started again. He seemed more upset about tossing his creation than the broken lid. This wasn't the first incident of this sort. One morning I found him sitting at the table staring at a charred container of cream cheese. He had apparently put it in the toaster oven instead of his bagel. "There's a fire," he flatly stated. That's when I knew he was not allowed to drive the stove anymore either. October 20th, 2020. Dino, my parents' longtime hairdresser, took advantage of COVID to retire. When they conceivably could have gotten haircuts after the lockdown, he was no longer available. My mother started complaining regularly about her hair. So one of the aides set up an appointment with her own hairdresser in Canandaigua. My mother was excited about that, happy she was finally going to get her hair cut. Come the morning of the haircut, she didn't want to go, refused to even get out of bed. We argued with her for an hour to no use. That night, when the evening aide put her to bed, she complained, "I was supposed to get my hair cut today." The aide asked what had happened. "They called me last minute and canceled." So there you have several examples of what happens when people have dementia, how they approach things, and you just kind of have to accept it and get used to it. Those are all from my book, Living the Sundown, a caregiving memoir. If you want to read more of that, you can order it from Moontide Press. There you go, moontidepress.com. If you want to know more about me, gmurraythomas.com. Thank you.